Hey all, I'm Richard Chess here, and today I'm going to be explaining the knight in chess. So as you can see here, the knights for white are typically set up on G1 and B1, and for black they are set up on G8 and B8. Now the knight moves in a very peculiar way, as it's the only piece in chess which can pass through other things. So as an example, I'll teach you how to move the knight. The knight can move two squares either left, right, up or down, and then it can move one square either up, down, left or right. So for an example, this knight here on G1, this can move two up, and now it can either move one to the left or one to the right. So it can move here as an example, or it can move here. Another example of a knight move, it can also go two across and one up, so it can go from here to here for an example. And the power of the knight is really in a closed game where, example, see here, it's quite closed. There aren't that many. This situation would obviously never happen in a chess game because you could just take or. I'm just trying to illustrate that knights, when they're in the centre, for example, this knight they have a lot of places where they can go, and they do protect a lot of places. For example, this black knight here, it protects this square, it protects this square, this square, this square, this square, this square, and the power of the knight really is when it's in front of a pawn. So as an example, this knight here, obviously this pawn could take, but this pawn here is protecting this knight, and that's where the power of a knight really comes in, when you place it diagonally to a pawn, so it counts as an outpost, as they say. So that's pretty much what the knight can do. There is a very useful thing which the knight can do, and that is called forking. Now basically what this does, as you can see, I have brought this knight to e6. I mean, obviously this knight can be captured by the bishop, but what this does is an effect called forking. And forking is where you simultaneously attack two pieces with the knight, because it can move to here and to here and to here and to here. So as an example, if this bishop wasn't here, if he wanted to keep his queen, he'd have to move his queen, and then we're free to take this piece, or we're free to take this piece. But if say he wants to keep his bishop, he can bring that, and then we can take this. And the power of the knight really can be seen in my first video, where I fork. I have a knight on b6, and there is a bishop here on d7, and there's the rook here. And if he moves the rook, I take the bishop. If he moves the bishop, I take the rook. It's the power of the knight really is shown in this. Forks are particularly useful when one piece is the king, as this means that you are guaranteed to get the other piece unless the knight can be taken. Say the knight was in this position that you're looking at now, so f6. Here it's attacking this king, so it would be in check, which means that you would definitely win this piece, because if it couldn't take, say if the queen wasn't here, the knight wasn't here, and this piece was unable to be taken, the king would have to move to avoid the check, so then you could take this piece for free here. So that's pretty much my overview on knights. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of this. I hope to see you all next time, so thank you.